I'm Neil Briscoe. I'm the head of the DFID office in Jerusalem. We're coming down now to visit Gaza, to visit UNRWA, the ICRC, Islamic Relief, and see some of Gaza. It's the 2nd of February, so it's just a few days after the end of the hostilities between Hamas and Israel, but we've had rockets fired yesterday and some retaliation by the Israeli Air Force overnight. So once we get inside Gaza, then we'll be doing some more filming. But right now behind me you can see the Erez crossing, the terminal constructed by the Israelis, which we always have to go through, which actually leave Israel. They stamp our passports as we move into Gaza. We're now just passing Jabalia refugee camp, which was the scene of some of the fighting.
The first shelling which hit the workshop on the back, which started the fire. It's 3 buildings over. That was where the black smoke was, because there were tires and some basic lubricants there. And the fire spread this way, coming through a warehouse that was full of food and flour in particular, and then hit our main warehouse here, which was full of medical supplies and food items and non-food items. So,
and the figure I've heard is that $10 million worth of supplies were burned. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. And as you can see here, everything was burnt to a crisp. The roof collapsed as a result of the fire, and we lost $10 million worth of materials and goods, and we'll have to eventually knock this down and start again with a new warehouse.
So the key, as you can imagine, the key challenge that we face here now is to try and recover from the conflict. It has made tens of thousands homeless. They need basic food items, they need basic items to clothes, blankets, and all those things that you need just to survive. We have major problems getting this into Gaza. Access is a problem. We have 900,000 people on our food rolls. We're feeding only 30,000 a day because that's all the food that we can get in for them. We have our 200,000 children back at school, but today we're not able to get in the paper to print the textbooks to educate them. These are just a sample of the challenges that we face here. From the perspective of everybody in Gaza, there's 2 issues. One, restoration of their confidence in a judicial process to deal with the issues of justice arising out of this conflict. And number 2, access. We have to restore people here to a dignified existence, and that means, giving them the basics to have a livelihood and also the freedom to move in and out of the Gaza Strip.
So we're now back at the Hamza checkpoint before passing through Erez. During the day we've met UNRWA, ICRC, Islamic Relief, and we've driven around and seen some of the destruction following the hostilities. Even now it's quite vulnerable. We've heard some explosions just now. There's an Israeli observation airship watching us right now. The overriding impression is just the fragility of the ceasefire. People are still clearly very shocked. There's a lot of running around, getting petrol, getting a few provisions in, and I think the question as to what will happen next. Will the ceasefire solidify? And there goes another explosion in the distance, or will it break down again? Anyway, it's clear that we have quite a lot of work still to do, and a lot of support still to give.